Yes, 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 yes. Welcome to Intercontinental Sport TV. Back again with another video, a new week, a new fantastic month, and it is what it is. Today we are into Monday sports review. So many matches played over the weekend, there and there. Manchester United losing. I don't want to start from there. It's pathetic. Pathetic. It's so annoying, so embarrassing. Imagine. It's a lot of things we're going to get into today. Let's get straight into it. This is Intercontinental Sport TV. If you're watching this for the first time, please subscribe to the channel. It's all about us. It's all about sports. Bring your idea. I'm going to drop the link if you want to join us or you want to have a comment. Just drop your comment. It is what it is today. Today is Monday. We're going to talk about a lot of things. Let me show you something. Today being Monday, I swear down, we're going to look at review matches played in the EPL, La Liga, MLS, and also last week this is where we're going to go to. I'm talking about top 10 best African players, both home and abroad. No doubt about it. We want to celebrate all our African players, all our African people doing things, doing stuff, doing a bit all over wherever they are in the world. So we want to celebrate them. So this is where we talk about them. This is where we do a top 10 countdown. Top 10 best players all over Europe, also in Africa. So sit back. I have my co-hosts as well. They're all ready to go. I'm talking about Robbie and Kunle Faiga, all in Nigeria. We are about to go. But first, please subscribe, as I've said, and also put the likes on the video, and also share. This is a community we're trying to build for ourselves, not only African people, but all over the world. That's why we call ourselves Intercontinental Sport TV. Now, sit back. Let's do this. I'm bringing in Kunle. First of all, Kunle Faiga. What's going on, brother? What's going on, bro?
Yeah, rain is going on at the moment, boss. Good evening.
Rain, Ken. Well, it's kind of in Maryland here. It's
Yes,
kind
it's
of
raining.
it's
Yes, it's
it's kind
raining
of
in.
cold, chilly outside. All right, good to go.
Oh,
Beautiful. Let's get into this straight. I want to bring in Robbie as well. Robbie, all the way from Ileife in Nigeria, where Yoruba. I don't want to get. It's a long story. It's a long story. Oh, Robbie.
just simply say, just simply say, just simply say he's royalty, he's mounted, he's levels, simple levels.
Really. We
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
want to start on note again. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
No.
it's so good to see the show again, and I'm very happy to be here. Only go away and leave me alone.
Okay. Sorry, my prince. Sorry, my prince. Sorry, my prince.
All right. It's good to have you guys. It's fantastic. Let me tell you something about our weekend here in Maryland. It was so I mean, everywhere was storming, everywhere, rain all day, beginning from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday yesterday. I mean,
wow,
it's been
Oh,
so
massive.
crazy. So we couldn't do any show at all, and it is what it is. That is what we faced all over the weekend. But let's get straight into this, guys. Let's look at, first of all, we are looking at the league EPL. Look at the result where we have. I don't want to talk about Manchester United now because we have a lot to talk about it. So let's start from Brentford beating Southampton, Kunle, and also Burnley
uh,
losing to Aston Villa. Likewise, Chelsea as well, drawing their match against Wolves, and also Crystal Palace stealing a win against Watford. I think Watford is going to get relegated, no doubt about it. And also
they have,
Brighton, uh,
they have already.
Brighton also, slapping. Okay, next one. Liverpool versus Spurs. They all share the Spurs. I mean, the Spurs. So, I mean, it's 1-1. All Liverpool fans are all angry. They're all bitter. But it's for Manchester United. We are happy. We love it that way. And can you imagine on Sunday, Arsenal stealing a win against Leeds United? Also, Everton, I think they are out of relegation, in my own opinion. Uh, Winning against Leicester City, and also West Ham beating Norwich 4-0. Man City coming back with the sledgehammer to beat Newcastle 5-0. Kunle, with all this, and Robbie, with all these results, which one do you think you want to go for, you want to speak about? Starting from Kunle.
Well, I would say the most noteworthy out of all the fixtures is um, is Liverpool drawing Tottenham Hotspur. We were already many people were like, okay, after Man City and Liverpool drew their games when they both met earlier in April, that was going to be the end of like people were like they were going to win their remaining matches, this and that. But I think I said it here on this show that I am very confident that the two of them, or maybe one of them, will still drop points. And now
Hmm.
we can clearly see because people just feel that, I said this thing on Twitter that I actually do not appreciate Guardiola and Klopp for one thing. They have, because they have tried to build perfection, right?
Yeah.
Once they lose or they draw, it is seen as a very, very big deal. Forgetting that drawing a match or losing is part of the game. But perfection. And it's no surprise that you see them like now. Klopp came out, he was blaming Tottenham that he didn't like the way they were playing, he didn't like their tactics, that's why they are in fifth position. That it's a
Can
team,
you imagine?
that should be playing better will be. And I'm like, excuse me, that this is an no, that was a very, very disrespectful comment from Klopp. But it
Klopp.
only goes to show you that you can't have it. There are people who are going to upset you, and you have to take it. So if Liverpool were thinking that, every team that they face are going to come and beat them, especially in their Anfield, I'm sorry. Tottenham Hotspur just showed you exactly why every day is not going to be Christmas for you. So, um,
Absolutely.
yeah, so that's where I see the headline of the weekend. And Man City responded very well, beating Newcastle
Yes.
5-0. So, the title is now in their favor. So,
In their favor right now.
yeah, so it's left. But I still believe they can still play because they are going to play West Ham next, and West Ham is a tough team. They are going to West
It's
Ham,
a
I
tough
think.
team as well. Yeah.
Yes, so it's not going to be easy. So I think it is still open. It's 3 points, but a lot can still happen between now and then.
All right. Robbie, coming back to you.
Yeah.
What's your own take on this result over the weekend? Which one do you want to go for? Which one to talk about?
Well, let me say, I would have loved to talk about the Man City Newcastle match, but since Kunle has touched on that match already, let me shift my focus to two matches of note, which are the Arsenal Leeds match and the Leicester City Everton match. What both matches have
And
in
not Manchester
common?
United.
No, 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 absolutely. Manchester United is big. For, no topic. It is self-explanatory as it is. So the reason why both matches
Yeah, exactly.
the reason why both matches are so unique is the fact that Leeds City and Everton are both relegation candidates trying to fight out their way for survival. And fortunately, on one hand, you have a candidate in Everton that has been successful in the past week, trying to dig itself out of the relegation hole. And while Leeds United definitely just played itself back into trouble. Before this current fixtures that were played over the past week, Leeds City were actually doing pretty well, or let me say they were a bit safe because they were around the 15th, 16th position on the table. But their latest string of results in their heavy defeat to Manchester City, and I think that should be also one of the other relegation teams have practically dragged them back into that relegation battle, which is seeing
Yes.
them occupying the 18th position because Watford is 19th and Norwich City is 20. Both teams are already relegated. Meanwhile, Everton took its cue by defeating Manchester United, as well as also beating Chelsea. And last week, Well, to me, it wasn't a surprising result because they also beat Leicester City to gain 9 very valuable points that has propelled them, I think, to 15th or 16th place on the table. And their survival is practically in their hands going into the last games of the season because depending on other results from other teams, especially the game that involves Leeds, um, that match might see them also probably joining the championship party, or they will be staying and playing football with the big boys come next season. That is my take.
All right, Robbie, that's a good one
They want
there.
to chill with the big
Let's
boys.
look at the table. Um, yeah, yes. Let's look at the table. I think Man City are pretty 3 points clear of Liverpool, and we have 86.4 Man City, 83 for Liverpool. Chelsea dropping points. Kunle, I thought you were going to say something about Chelsea after 2-0
Yeah.
lead,
Um.
and I mean, it was
Um.
just funny,
I
kind of
feel.
like.
I feel there's really nothing much to say about Chelsea because their pattern has dropped of late. So, I mean, even Chelsea fans are not confident about them. They are almost, in fact, I have a friend, he's a Chelsea fan. He has been betting against Chelsea in all their games that they won't win. And he has
Mm,
been winning, and he has been winning very well, you can imagine. So, I mean, they are facing Leeds United next, and he's already saying that he's going to put money on Leeds United beating Chelsea because Leeds are going to be at
Chelsea.
home. So Chelsea's season has actually collapsed as well. And the surprising thing about it is that Chelsea, who many were thinking, oh, we're going to finish third, you know, they might actually
Yeah.
end up finishing fourth.
Fourth.
Yes, they might end up finishing
Yeah,
fourth.
yeah.
Yes, Arsenal might, and if care is not even taking, I don't even know if there's a possibility of them dropping to even fifth. I don't know if they don't win their. Let's assume they don't take anything from their remaining three games, and Arsenal
Mm.
and Tottenham do. Then that is trouble for Chelsea, and that's not going to
All
be
right.
good for the
All
new
right.
owners. Yeah.
Okay. Kunle, thank you so much. Let's look at this table. I'm talking about Serie A. Milan, I think
Yeah.
uh,
Yes.
it's getting noticed now that Milan could
Milan.
maybe after
Yeah.
two matches
They
they
just
could
need
win
to.
two win,
Absolutely. They
so
just
they could.
need to win. Yes, they just need to
So
win their remaining two matches. It
I
was
mean,
very nervy. It was very nervy this weekend because you had Inter Milan coming from 2 goals down to beat Empoli on Friday. That was scary. And then you had Milan facing Hellas Verona yesterday. Hellas Verona, who are sort of like a boogie, where you call them the boogeyman for Milan. They've actually denied Milan winning the title some seasons back. And it was like, oh, are they going to pose a threat? But hey, that didn't happen. They beat them convincingly yesterday, 3-1.
yes,
And I think at this point, Milan have their destiny in their own hands. They just need to make sure that they get maximum points in their remaining two games. And it's a
and
first
that's
Serie
it.
A title. Yeah, and it's the first Serie A title in about 12 years.
12 years in the
Yes, that's,
wilderness.
yeah,
Ah,
absolutely. A
is that
terrible
not where
wilderness. A terrible
are you?
wilderness, that is.
I'm a little bit skeptical about what's going to happen to Manchester United. I mean, the way we are looking at it, years upon years are coming ahead. We couldn't reach out to anything. You know, so
uh, Ten Hag is here.
MLS. Ten Hag. This
Just
is the
saying.
table for MLS. LAFC for Western Conference is still leading. Austin,
Yes.
LA Galaxy making it in third position.
Yeah.
Dallas.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
LA
what do you want to say
Galaxy.
about this Western Conference at
Yeah.
the moment?
Yeah. LA Galaxy got a big win over Austin FC yesterday. I was a bit surprised. I saw part of it. And yeah, LAFC, disappointing one. They drew 2-2 with Philadelphia Union. They should have gotten
Mm,
something better out of it because, they were at home, but it didn't make
yes,
that didn't count for them. Then New York City FC, the defending MLS Cup champions, they
Yes.
drew with Sporting Kansas City at home. Another bad result. Charlotte FC, the new franchise this season, they beat Inter Miami, David Beckham's Inter Miami, managed by Phil Neville. They beat them 1-0. Good one for them. Another home win. But the biggest wins of the weekend came from Montreal, where they beat Orlando City 4-1, and Atlanta United, the 2018 MLS Cup champions, beating Chicago Fire 4-1. Those were the big results of the
Big
weekend.
result.
Yeah, those were the big results of the MLS weekend.
All right, I'm coming to you, Robbie. And I want to really us to talk about in a few minutes, talk about Manchester United on this show. Robbie, I want to come to you right now. Manchester United lost to Brighton 4-0. You watched the match, no doubt about it. But
Yeah,
what
dude.
is
Yes, I.
how can you summarize the whole league now? The whole league entirely. We've been talking about this back and forth, chatting. But summarize it for the viewers. What is your take? What is really, really? I don't even know
Let me
what to talk.
let me
It's
say.
so annoying.
Okay, okay. Let me say that I saw the game from start to finish. It was a very very disappointing outing for United. I think
Yeah.
I believe from the blast of whistle, I was talking to one of the persons that was saying together, and I told him that Man United throughout that game did not attack the first ball in any of the situations that they found themselves. They were more of like a reactionary team than a proactive team going into that game. And the order on the
Mm.
part of the Brighton players to win that game. At this point in time, I think it is worthy to note that Brighton really has no stake in this season. They are not going to Europe. They are not fighting against relegation, but they were just out there to
Yes.
give their fans something to cheer about. And I will tell you, they indeed gave their fans something to cheer about. So from the
Mm.
blast of the whistle, they played like a top team last weekend. They played like a team that knew what they were doing, a team that came out for maximum 3 points. And Man United, unfortunately, were playing like a team that was threatened by relegation. They played like a team that, who knows, maybe the owners or the club hierarchy told them, oh, sorry, oh, this match you're about to play is a pro bono match where you will not get paid for playing
Oh
it.
my God.
It was
Yes.
terrible. It was terrible. And going to summarize the season, I think overall, Man United season really have had no form of definition in quotes. Man United did not
Mm.
play or has not been playing or has not played like a team that practically wants to win or wanted to win the league. Man United, Man United did not play like a team that wanted to win any of the cup competitions available to them in game situations or against teams that United should have practically dominated and beaten the hell out of, just like we saw
Yes.
City do against Newcastle. Man United
Yeah.
practically did not bring their A game to the party. Hence why we have had a disjointed season as it is right now. And unfortunately, at a point in time when the players knew that there was nothing at stake, everybody dropped their
Yeah.
guard, and all they were just praying for is let the season end quickly and we all can go on holidays and at least run away from the attention of the media and of the fans. And I will tell you that it is a very sad sight to see from a club that we all have known and that has been associated with so much greatness and prestige. That is my take.
All right, Punle, in a bit,
Mm.
just in 2 minutes, I want to ask you a question because something has been trending on the Twitter. People have already been tweeting that um, appointing Ralph Ragnick
Mm-hmm.
is a mistake, and it's so sad. The coaching is not. It's coming in has been is a hell. I mean, it's so sad, and you see the likes of all our old legend players coming out right now to speak about his coaching, his style, blaming Raf about his playing tactics. I mean, so what's your take on this? I mean, do we need to blame the coach now, the interim coach,
I I
for
see
this
no.
poor outing and everything?
mm, as far as I'm concerned, I have no blame for Ralph Ragnick. I Because I have actually seen the man try to want to implement some changes to make the players become more efficient and proactive. But the problem is, like we've said, they lack zeal, they lack fire. There is just nothing. And if you are having players, and we've been hearing reports where there were players who were actually questioning his methods. If you are
Yeah,
questioning the coach's methods, I mean, what do you want to do? And some people are now saying that that is where they blame Ragnick, that for those people who were trying to maybe question his authority, he should have put them by the side and all. But you know, you need to try to understand that um, Manchester, that kind of a thing is not easy to do. We actually saw where Jose Mourinho tried doing that, where players who actually stepped on his toes, he actually tried to sideline them. We saw that with Paul Pogba. But what ultimately happened? It led to um, it led to Mourinho's ultimate dismissal.
yeah,
Meanwhile, what Mourinho did was actually wrong because Pogba was actually trying to undermine Mourinho's authority. He wasn't showing the leadership he was supposed to be showing, and I
yeah.
think he was doing things. Look at Jesse Lingard now. And I think Rangnick has actually tried to do some of these things. I think Rangnick has actually tried to do address some of these things in the background because you've seen where he comes out in public and he's very critical of these players and all. I mean, you hear some of the things Ragnick says and you'll be like, wow, that there is no manager who has said this. But you find out that despite everything, nothing changed. These players were still exhibiting the same lackadaisical attitude. So I think it is actually down to them. And Ragnick is only there for the interim. He's not there forever. So he
Yeah.
already has this at the back of his mind that look, do whatever you like. If you guys like, listen to me. I'm not going to be here
Mm,
till the end of the season. I'm not going to be here next season. I'm only here till the end of the season. So whether you want to listen to what I want to do or you want to
fine.
implement my instructions,
Hmm,
that's your problem. So I have no problem with that. So it's actually left for the players to actually key in if they really know what is at stake. But clearly, it seems they don't know what is at stake. And I think Ragnick has already given up because you could tell from his body language um, since a while now that
yeah.
he's really not he really can't do much with this team again. Like he has
Yeah.
tried to do what he can do and all. Because I
Mm,
mean, when you hear him saying that the team needs open heart surgery, needs about
yeah.
up to 7 10.
About
I mean,
seven.
and if anything, I think Ragnick has already exposed how bad the team is, and it only goes to show the extreme work Ten Hag has to do. And I wish Ten Hag all the best because man, Ten Hag has a hell lot to do next season.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Kunle. We are going to straight into this segment right now. I'm talking about the most important aspect of this show, which is top 10 African players home and abroad. I'm talking about last week. Guys, I think we're ready for this because this is the moment all our viewers they want to really look into, and it's such an exciting one that we're going to give them. Top 10. Let's look at top 10. That's number 10 for this week, only without shadow of a doubt. Please, if you're watching this for the first time, please subscribe to this channel. I'm going to start with you, Kunle. At top 10, I'm talking about the number 10 for this week. No doubt about it. This guy from Everton, his name is Alex Nwobi, Nigeria. He provided an assist in Everton 2-1 Premier League wins over Leicester City. I watched him yesterday. He tried a
Yeah,
little bit. I mean, it's been fantastic. So, Kunle, go for it, please.
yeah,
Go
yeah.
for it.
Yeah. Like okay, we could say that. He just gave an assist. He didn't score a goal and all, but what we need to note is that Iwobi, ever since Frank Lampard came on board, has been immense. In fact, the Iwobi that we haven't seen probably since his Arsenal days, we've seen it. His work rate, his ethic, everything about him is just his commitment. He seems to be like a reborn player, and it's kind of ironic. So him giving this assist, which was for um, trying to remember who he gave the trying to remember who he gave the assist for, and looking at where Everton are coming from, knowing that they need to survive because if they don't, it is trouble. So
Yes.
yeah, okay, yeah. He assisted Vitaly Mimkolenko's
Mikilenko,
goal. Yeah,
Minkolenko.
the Ukrainian, yeah, the Ukrainian,
Mikolenko.
and that was a massive one for him, doing, judging by what is happening, in Ukraine, with the Russia conflict between the two countries. So, that was a very, very big one for Everton because now they are out of the relegation zone, and I think at this point they really have you can say they have their destiny in their own hands if they can avoid defeat in their remaining games. So
Mm.
Iwobi's contribution has been immense, and he definitely merits a place in this top 10 for the Africans that played well over the weekend. He did merit it.
All right, thank you, Kunle. Straight up to number 9 for this week. I'm coming for you right now. I'm talking about Robbie. Number 9 for this week goes to this guy. His name is Kwado Opoku of Ghana. He scored in Los Angeles FC 2-2 MLS draw with Philadelphia Union. What do you want to say about this guy, Robbie? At number 9 for this week.
Kwado Opoku, aka
Yeah.
Mahala, as he is known to his teammates and a very good friend. He's a 20-year-old center forward from Ghana, and just like you said, he's a striker for LAFC who played Isutu draw over the weekend, and I think this is a good one for a young guy far away from home, going to another country, going to another culture, to exhibit God-given talents and at least help this franchise, help put them on the map as as far as CONCACAF football is concerned. This is his 10th
Yeah.
appearance of the season, and he has 3 goals to his name. And I think for you to have a decent return for at least this kind of appearance goes to show how should we say efficient he is. Hopefully, with more appearances he gets for the team, he can also churn out more goals to help LAFC in their quest for silverware and other endeavors as far as the season is concerned. That is my take.
All right. Yes, 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 yes. This is Intercontinental Sport TV. What we are doing right now is the top 10 African players home and abroad for last week. And our number 8 for this week, Kunle, this is coming straight to you. What do you know about this guy? Number 8 for this week goes to Ahmad
Yeah,
Diallo of Ivory
Diallo.
Coast. He scored in Rangers' 2-0 Scottish Premier League Premiership win over Dundee United. Go for it.
Yeah. Why? Why are you laughing, Robert?
the way he called the name of the opponent now.
I know, I
You know what?
know.
You know what it means now. That's that
I
word now.
Yes,
You know what it means. You know what we use it for.
yes, sure, sure,
If they tell
sure,
you,
sure.
if they tell you, that thing, you know what it means. If somebody call you that name, so go for it, bro. Ahmad Diallo.
Yeah, Ahmad Diallo. He is a loan. He is on loan from Manchester United.
Yes.
He moved in January. After he couldn't get game time in at Old Trafford, and he kind of lit Rangers up because he got a goal on his debut.
Yeah.
I remember that game. He got a goal that time on his debut in the Scottish Premiership. Um, I think it was against Ross County. But since then, he he has been on the bench a few times. Sometimes he didn't play. He has been making some few appearances. So this was only his second goal
Can you
since
imagine?
he came on loan. Yeah, and yeah, many people felt like, oh, he was going to really light up he was really going to light up Scottish Premier League because he has a lot of pace. He's very fast. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve, but it didn't really work out for him. But him getting on the score sheet again at least shows what Manchester United brought him for. So it is good. At least it goes to show that he's got something, and well, the Scottish
But
Premiership is
Kunle,
all over
I
there.
want to cut you short a little bit. He's a
Yeah,
Manchester United player. Do you think
yeah.
he has a future in Ten Hag?
Oh, well, and that's not.
Do you think he's going to have a future in Ten Hag's reign?
Oh, he can, but that's really for the coach to decide because
Yeah,
um
yeah.
they are going to have a preseason. So it is
Yes.
from preseason that the coach will be able to decide. Okay, this is this person who will stay in this team, or maybe needs to be sold, or he needs to go out on loan again. So I think preseason is going to determine for him. But before that preseason, at least he still has time to impress, while he's here. So the Scottish Premiership has not ended. A few games remaining.
Yes.
Let's see what he can do. So it's for him to make a good impression before
All
now and
right.
then.
All
Yeah.
right. Let's go to our number 7 for this week. And this is going to you, Robbie. Number 7 for this week. What do you know about this guy? Let's go for it, Robbie. This guy's name is Demba Dieng of Senegal. I love this guy, no doubt about it. I love this guy. I love his attitude of his play. He's strong. He scored a goal and provided an assist over the weekend in Marseille 3-0 league win over Loriente. I mean, he's a fantastic guy. He play more like
uh,
Sadio Mane. He's strong. I mean, go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it,
Um,
Robbie.
I think when you call the name Senegal, as far as African football is concerned, you are actually trying to let people know about the abundance of talent that that is that is prominent in that country. You cannot.
Yes.
Senegal is a powerhouse as far as African football is concerned, and to see Demba Diang, do not forget
Yes.
that they used to have a striker by the name of Dembaba that
Mm.
also lit up European football. And I think one of his and I think there was a particular match when he was playing for Newcastle United, where himself
Yes.
and a certain Papi Cisse um, sent Chelsea to the cleaners by scoring two beautiful goals, at least to claim wonderful 3 points against Chelsea in that game. Back to Demba Diang is a
Yes.
23-year-old Senegalese playing for Marseille. Marseille is really doing very well in the French league. Let's not forget that PSG have the league under wrap, and every other team or every other club are trying to jostle for European spots, which is the only thing that they can actually get right now, going into next season. So he has 7 goals this season with 3 assists to his name, and scoring those goals for Marseille practically is going to go a long way to help them cement their position on the French log going into next season, where they actually want to play European football apart from the Ligue 1 games, which they will be practically playing next season. That is my take.
All right, no doubt about it. That's the guy called Demba Dieng of Senegal. And we're going to our number 6 for this week. Number 6 for this week. Kunle, this guy is coming to you. What do you know about this? Our own guy from Nigeria. His name is Saidu Sanusi of Nigeria. He scored in FC Porto 1-0 in Portuguese Premier Liga win over Benfica. Kule, please go for it. What do you know about this? Our main guy,
Uh,
Sanudu Sanusi.
Sanusi is the man of the moment in Portugal because that goal he scored was a last minute goal and it
Yes.
sealed the Portuguese league title for Porto
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
weekend. I don't know how many titles Porto has won, but I'm sure it will be, maybe it's going to be going to over 30 by now. Maybe it will be over 30 or I know over 25, So
Wow.
that is a very, very good one for him. Sanusi has been a mainstay in the Porto team since he joined them from, is it not Santa Clara? I think that was 2 years. Yes, that was 2 years ago. He has played 39 times in all competitions this season, including 6 times in the Champions League.
Yes.
He's been a very massive player. He has 3 goals, but he has nailed down that left back spot for Porto. He has made it his own. So for him to now come to this stage where he scores the goal that wins the league for Porto, he's definitely the most popular person in the city of Porto at the moment. So that is a good one for him and a good one for
Yes.
Nigeria.
Absolutely. That's good. We are going straight to our number 5 right now. Robbie, are you ready for this guy? His
Ready,
name
ready,
is
ready.
called so number 5 for this week. Talking about this guy, Serie. This is of Nigeria. He scored a brace in final 2-2 Dutch Eredivisie.
Eredivisie.
Yeah, draw with PSV. So, what do you know about this guy? He's a Nigerian guy as
Uh,
well, too.
I think the topic for Sunday, or was it Saturday? For Saturday is the fact that first and foremost, Ajax drew away to AZ Alkmaar. Also, the scoreline was identical, was 2-2, and Ajax had to do it the hard way, coming from behind twice to draw that game, which practically denied them the honors of winning the league title this season. Now, PSV as well went into the game with Feyenoord with the hope of closing the gap on Ajax trying to delay the inevitable. And
Hmm.
just like we have it, they also drew 2-2 against PSV. And just like our boy here, Cyril Dessers doing the job or getting the job done
Yes.
for his team Feyenoord, and I think it is a massive one because I think Ajax fans will be loving him right now for at least trying to put a dent and also helping them keep the distance or keep the points as they were going into that match day for Ajax to at least seize the initiative and get the league done and dusted. So I think it's a big one for Cyril. And just like Kunle said, let me borrow his some part of his life. It is also a very very big one for Nigeria. Hopefully,
Yeah.
we will be seeing him at the national team when Nigeria begins its AFCON qualifiers for next and ultimately maybe for the next World Cup campaign. And I like let me say once again, congratulations to him and a very very big one for Cyril.
All right, that's good, Robbie. Robbie, that's good. Number 5 for this week. I'm going to come to you, Kule Faiga. What do you know about this main guy? Is number 4 for this week. Said Ben Rama.
Ben Rama. Sorry, Ben
Yeah,
Rama.
let's go
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah. Sorry, Ben Rama. He's this guy at one point, I remember last season, he came from Brentford. He
Yeah.
was sold, yeah, he was at Brentford last season when they were in the championship, but he was like their best player because he was really, really awesome and very, very fantastic for them. And, you know, he got to West Ham though, and the truth is he hasn't really played that much for them this season. He only had I don't know how many games. How many games? How many games? Okay. He well, okay, he's played considerably well for them this season, but you know,
Yes, yes.
he's this kind of player. Yeah, he has, and he now has 8 goals this season. But you see, one thing about him is he's a very skillful and very talented player. But it's just that, um, you know, he hasn't probably shown much of those days of Brentford, but Benrahma on his day can be a real threat. You really don't want to mess with
Yes.
him. You really, really do not want to mess with him. And West Ham are at this point where they want to try and overtake Manchester United in the table because West Ham is occupying the Europa League, Europa Conference League spot, but they would want to go to the Europa League. So they need to
Yeah.
win. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that win against Norwich was a good one for them because if you look at their Premier League last few Premier League games, they lost against Arsenal, they lost against Chelsea, they even lost against Brentford, his former team. They drew at Burnley, so this win was a very massive one for them. And he turned up and came to the party. So I'm sure David Moyes will need him to turn up again when it comes to the final games of the remaining games of the season to ensure that they get the Europa League spot knowing that they are already out of the Europa League after I tried Frankfurt kicked them out last week Thursday.
Yes. All right, Kunle. Thank you so much, Robbie. Getting ready for this number 3 for this week. His name still remain. His name is Eddie Nketiah of England of Ghana. Scored a brace in Arsenal 2-1 Premier League win over Leeds United. Please
Uh,
don't tell me more. This guy is on fire right now for Arsenal after
he is
sitting
on fire.
down. He's on fire.
He,
He's on
he,
fire.
he is
Go
on
for it.
fire. Eddie Nketiah is an exciting talent to watch. I tell you, he is an exciting talent. He can dribble. He has pace. He has a very positive attitude on the field. He has a very, very, very high work rate, and he is a team player. And what more do you want from your striker? And he delivers. He's not somebody that squanders chances or flops his line, as they say. Is somebody who brings his A game to the table any and every time he is opportune to be on the field. And he has done so well for Arsenal this season. He has been part of the
Yes.
resurgence the team is enjoying right now. And
Yes.
he has 18 appearances for Arsenal this season. He has 4 goals and 1 assist. That is 4 EPL goals. He has
Yeah.
5 EFL goals and he has 3 Europa League goals. So putting these numbers together, these are not just small numbers. These are good
Yes.
numbers, and this shows how important he is, just as the likes of Saka is to the team. So Eddie Nketiah is a massive talent for Arsenal, and with their push for European football next season, I think he's going to
Mm,
bring more to the table, and he's going to do Mikel Arteta and Arsenal fans really proud next season.
absolutely. Thank you so much, Kunle. I'm trying to hook up with you. You are off right now. I don't know what's going on. Number 2 for this week. Kunle, are you ready for it? Um, Number 2 for this week. His name is Chijioke Akuneto of Nigeria. He scored a brace in Rivers United, 5-0 in MPFL win over MFM FC. Kunle,
Yes, boss. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, Akuneto, he was a star of the show. Rivers United are really showing their stable presently now. I think they are leading the table. Yeah, they lead Plateau United by 7 points. It's like this is their title to lose at this point. And Akuneto is doing very well. He's their top goal scorer now with 11 goals, 3 goals. Oh,
Yeah.
he's not their top goal scorer. Sorry, he is. But
oh,
he
okay.
is the second top goal scorer in the team, 3 behind um Kyle De Ishak, who has 14 goals. So this is just like Rivers United season. Akuneto is coming up to the party. He's turning up for them, getting the goals. Ishak is also doing his thing. And on the same
Yeah.
on this flip side, it's a bad one for MFMFC, who are rooted to the bottom of the table, and this is looking like after about 6 years in the Nigerian top flight, it seems they are going back to the second division, and that's going to be bad. Knowing the reputation they've had, knowing the people, the players that they have produced, but a good one for Rivers United. Rivers United, who I should point out, formerly is a merger of two teams from Port Harcourt who
Yeah,
were
yes,
Sharks and Dolphins. So,
yes.
finally it is coming together for them. Dolphins used to be successful back in the days. They've been league winners, they've been cup winners, but the
Yeah.
Rivers United have not really had success since they became a merged
Mhm.
team in 2016. But now it's working. Good one to them and Stanley Eguma, who is their coach.
All right, that's good. Our number one. I mean, number one for this week. Robbie, you are
Yeah.
going to tell us what do you know about this guy. Our number one for this week goes to this guy. His name is Francis Amuzu of Ghana. Ghana. He plays in Belgium. Scored a hat-trick Anderlecht 4-0 Belgian First Division win over Royal Antwerp. What do you think about this guy, Robbie? Please tell us
um,
what do you
uh,
think
uh,
about this guy.
uh, the reason I'm actually it is so funny that this guy has had an hat trick in this game, and those three goals were actually his first, second, and third goal of the season because he has three goals to his name. And
Wow.
it is also wonderful because it is coming from him that he, a player that is a right winger, not even a center forward in this case. So it's a massive one for this young man who is 22 years old, by the way. So that tells you that he has a long prosperous future ahead of him in football. All things being equal, he's disciplined, he's fit, his agent or his agent gets his transfers right. So I think it's a massive one for him. Three goals to his name this season, and all those goals came in a game for him this season. It's a massive one, and I say it's a big one for Amuzu of Francis. Hopefully, I hope these guys will not be turning up against Nigeria anytime we meet them very soon. So massive one for
Amen.
Francis,
Amen.
and a big up and a big up to you.
Oh my goodness. That's our number one for this week. Thank you so much, viewers, on this. But before we go, we have this another one interesting F1. That's the racing game. Kunle is going to go through all this and before we wrap up the show. Kunle, we are going to talk about this guy. No doubt about it. I love him. But I think I love Hamilton. I don't know. I'm talking about F1 guys.
Yes,
This guy called Max Verstappen, number one.
Verstappen.
Yeah, yeah. Kunle,
Mad Max.
yes. Baddest.
Yes, Verstappen. Yes, he won. Yeah, he won the inaugural Miami Grand Prix yesterday. All over from Hollywood celebrities, to music
Yeah,
artists. David Beckham was there. It had the elites of society there.
hmm.
Vast back wins for him. He's the reigning world champion, but the last few
Yes.
races he's been having problems with his car. They were not of his fault, but he bounced back in fine fashion. He won last time out in Emilia Romagna,
Yes.
and now he's won again. Now Ferrari are in serious trouble because um, Red Bull are really strong. You see, Red Bull have the strongest car. If we are being honest, Ferrari is fast. You see, but the thing is this: Red Bull have an advantage when it comes to straight when they are on a straight line, where
Hmm.
it's a straight road. he has superior pace, and nobody right now can catch Verstappen.
Yes.
So if this continues for the rest of the season, this guy is going to win a second title, and it's going to be scary because he's a born winner. Funny enough, Leclerc, Charles Leclerc of Ferrari started because of that superior advantage um, Red Bull has on the straight line. Verstappen was able to overtake him, and Leclerc could not catch him, even though there was a point where we had what you call the safety car. The safety car is a car that comes out when there is a crash on the track. The safety car
Yes.
comes out to make sure that the cars, while
Yeah,
maybe
I
they are
watched
trying
it.
to
I
clear the
watched it to
car.
that
Yeah,
level. I
yeah,
watched it. I watched it.
you
Miami.
saw that
Yeah, I
safety
was.
car.
Yeah,
The
safety car.
safety
Yeah.
car neutralizes the race. Yeah, the safety car neutralizes the race.
All right.
So until it is safe to go to restart.
Yes.
So, even at that, Verstappen could not, Verstappen could not one for him. And well, a good one for Mercedes, I have to say, because at least
Yes.
today, at least that time around, Mercedes, Russell finished in fifth. He started from 12th. He finished in sixth place. That was massive. While Lewis Hamilton, sadly, Hamilton started in sixth place, but that was where he finished. He couldn't, make some gains. So that's really another
What do you think is happening to Hamilton at this moment?
frustrating one
What
for
do
him.
you think,
But
from your
a good
opinion?
one. Mercedes doesn't have a good car.
Mercedes, yes.
Mercedes has a car that is struggling. Yeah, the Mercedes is struggling, and it's really frustrating. Many times Mercedes have to keep apologizing to Hamilton. It's really on the Mercedes. The Mercedes car is not strong at all. There were new regulations this year, and one of the teams that have gained an advantage is Ferrari. And Ferrari is so strong that even other cars that are powered by
Yes.
Ferrari, like Alfa Romeo, that has mates in Valtteri Bottas, you won't be surprised that Alfa Romeo, that is a midfield team, is actually faster than the Mercedes. That is how bad it is for Mercedes. Even Haas,
What's going on with Mercedes? I mean,
I don't know. I don't know. I think the regulations. I think what happened is that one of these new, you see, F1, they are new engine regulations. So there were some of these regulation changes. One of them, I think there is one thing relating to, I can't remember what it is now, but um, there has been a ban on that device. So it has already hampered Mercedes, and they are really struggling. So they really need to find a way to pick up the pieces. Otherwise, it's going to be a nightmare season for them this season, and it is just going to be another clean sweep for Verstappen because the guy is very motivated. He's a born winner, and he has things going his way. Though Leclerc is still leading the
yes.
drivers' championship, and Ferrari are leading the constructors' championship, but with Red Bull having back-to-back wins, the gap is closing. So next up, they
Yes.
are going to Spain. They are going to race in
Yeah.
Spain in Catalonia, very close to
I
Barcelona.
think
So
on that
let's see how
F1,
that one
that
goes because
we're going to do a watch along on that.
Barcelona is a track where there isn't really much of straight line speed. Oh, hopefully, hope. Oh, that would be nice. That would
Yeah.
be nice.
Yeah, we're going to do a watch along on that F1, God's willing. Also, Robbie, do you have any sports updates for our viewers before we wrap up the show?
Yes, of course
Any
I do
updates,
have
any
of
news,
course,
anything from your side? All
yes,
right, go for it, bro.
yes,
Go
I
for
do.
it.
I do. A certain young man by Carlos Alvarez took the tennis world storm last week when he beat one, Nadal, Rafael Nadal, his supposed idol. Two, he also Novak
Yeah.
Djokovic, and he wrapped up his scintillating form by beating Alexander Zverev in the ATP finals to claim a wonderful trophy. This young man, I think, actually followed the game he played against Nadal, and I tweeted about it. Alvarez took the first set. He took the first set 6-1 or 6-2, and I tweeted. I said Alvarez is feeling himself. I really did not know that boy was a storm. I didn't know the boy was a storm coming because Nadal took the second set, and ultimately Alvarez beat the living daylight out of Nadal to take the game 2-1. And he also did the same semifinals where he beat Djokovic convincingly. And like I said, he wrapped up the tournament by beating Alexander Zverev in the finals, also with relative ease. He did not struggle in his games against these top tennis players at all. And this is a young man that is that is bringing his name into the tennis circuit, going into Roland Garros that is just about a month away from now. And it
Yeah.
is a wonderful result. It is a wonderful sight. Lastly, our own Nigerian-born Moses Simon clinched the Coupe de France trophy in France over the weekend with
Yes.
a lone goal victory, and I think it's a big one for him, for a player, for a team, for a Nantes that is at least punching a little bit above his weight in the French league, and it is good to see at least some of our boys grab the headlines over the weekend. That is my own contribution.
Absolutely. It's because of our time. We're going to stop here. And I think Manchester United Youth FA Cup will be on Wednesday. Hopefully, we could do a watch along on that. Maybe
Wow,
those
that's
youths
great.
could give us a smile on our face, at least win something. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
it should give us something to be happy. I'm talking about the FA Cup youths coming up on Wednesday. Hopefully, we could win that match. Who are we playing with in the final FA Cup? The Youth FA Cup. Do you know who we are playing with? Akunle, do you know the players we are
Sorry.
playing? The FA Cup, the
Oh,
Youth FA Cup, Manchester
oh,
United, the final at the Old Trafford on Wednesday.
okay. That is going to be Nottingham Forest.
Oh, okay,
That is, yes.
okay.
That is going to be
It's on
Nottingham. Yes.
Wednesday, and also
Yes.
on Thursday, the match between Tottenham versus Arsenal is a match
Yes.
we must watch because anyone that drops
Yeah.
point there, she should forget about top four.
No,
And
that's what is going to seal. Yeah.
yeah, I think so. So
I
it's
hope
a match.
Tottenham
I
win.
hope. Even
Yeah.
me, I've been supporting Tottenham. I mean, I'm not a Arsenal fan. I know they will come for me. I know they will come for me. So no doubt about it. It's been a wonderful time out with you guys. We're looking up. This week is going to be massive. On will we have any match? No, Manchester United don't have any match until 2 weeks, I guess.
Yes. Yes. That's until the final day of the
We don't.
season. Yeah. They're supposed to play Chelsea this coming weekend, but
So
the FA Cup final is this weekend, so they've already played Chelsea.
yeah.
So it's 2 weeks time against Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park.
Okay, that's good. All right, Kunle, thank you so much for coming to this show. Hopefully, we can run things together this week again. I'm talking about the watch along and every other stuff's coming up. So, guys, we want to thank you so much, Kunle. Thanks for coming.
Thanks,
Hopefully,
boss.
all right. I'm going to sign you out right now.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Robbie from Ileife. Thank you so much.
You're
As our
welcome. Thank
KBC
you
there,
so much.
please greet our KBC,
If,
our king.
sure. I will.
Yeah,
I will.
please tell him about Intercontinental Sport TV.
No
Thank you so
problem.
much,
Do
Robbie.
that. Thank you very
All
much.
right, bye
Thank you
for
very
now.
much.
All right, guys, this is Intercontinental Sport TV. This is where we're gonna stop our show for today. Hopefully, we're going to see each other again over the week before the week runs out. I'm talking about the watch along and every other thing. Please, if you're watching this for the first time, please subscribe to the channel and also put a like on the videos. Tell us, drop your comment where you want us to do better. Drop your comment. If you want to join the team, if you want to speak with us, please drop your comment. We'll read everything through. So on this note, once again, guys, I'm going to sign out. They call me the Don the Sport Entertainment. So on the same time next week on this show, Monday Sport Review. Catch you guys. Bye for now. Bye.